Okay, mic check, mic check. 212. Alright, mic check, 212. Okay, just let you know, I just started my live, so I think everyone should be able to hear your voice, especially if you have your voice open for everyone to hear. So well, I'm just giving you a heads up that you're going on my live. So okay, so okay, so just like I said, I'm just letting you know. Okay, turn my volume up. We're definitely gonna get to 2K26 in a minute, real quickly. Right now, exam just let's see here. But yeah, tell the people why you're not getting 2K26. Okay, what about it? Go ahead. No, go ahead. Like, bro, I don't know if you saw, if you got me on, I don't know if you see my YouTube title, but like I said, talk your shit. Like I said, like I said, as long as, like I said, in a respectful manner now, don't go to him, but I'm just saying, like I said, express yourself. Yeah, man, go ahead, keep it going, keep talking, like I said, I mean, I ain't gonna rush you. I'm just saying, like I said, like what was it like? What is about them games since 2K14 that you just haven't liked? Oh no, that's crazy. Go ahead. Oh, there's a lot of stuff, man. Go ahead. Like before I begin, go right ahead. I mean, like I said, it just more or less when it comes to rank and rivals, it's just all about teamwork and just communications, and that's a lot of things that people are missing or don't seem to comprehend, especially when it comes to a team-based game. And it also doesn't help that a lot of people get carried by a lot of these characters that are either unbalanced or they have certain um, things about them that just makes it easy for them to get like a free kill or free win. Like I said, for example, one character I know gets carried a lot, or I could say really does take a lot of. I don't know. It's like I can't. It's hard to say if it takes a lot of skill or not. But Daredevil is like, man, when you get a good Daredevil, that like Daredevil, no pun intended, is a demon. Okay, that like I said, dude is just he just gets like he's just hard to deal with, especially when you're playing um a healer because he'll just dive on you, he'll just get in you, and unless you got a good tank or a DPS that can come back and help, yeah, he's gonna like I said, he's gonna skin you alive every single time, and it's just people don't people don't seem to know how to take criticism. Oh my god, okay. So, like I said, so first, like I said, this happened a long time ago. Dude wanted, dude wanted to be Spider-Man, or not even that he wanted to play. Yeah, there's so many things I have had stories about certain Spider-Man players, and the main one I can think of is that, well, there's a few of them. One time, someone wanted to be Spider-Man. We told him that, hey, if you're gonna play Spider-Man, are you good with him? And everyone asks goes, we didn't need a Spider-Man on the team, but he wanted to play him. And so when we asked and when it wasn't working, we asked him, can he switch? Instead of him, learn to adapt and learn how to, work a way around what's going on, dude decided to just quit. Yeah, like he left the game, you know. Then there was another one who basically got pissy at me because I asked him if he wanted to switch from DPS to tank because he wasn't getting no hits in, and he said it himself. The person said it himself, "Hey, I'm not man. I don't know what's going on. I'm just not hitting it right." I'm like, well, do you want to switch with me? You know, because I'm playing tank. He's like, no. And I was like, but you said you're not worried. He said, dude, you're like, I don't know, because I'm Penny. He's like, buddy, you're talking about you're 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm 2 and 3 because I switched to tank. I was healing. I was originally healer, but we didn't have a tank, and somebody else wanted to play healer. All right, that's the only reason why. And I'm like, buddy, you're 4 and 5, and half them kills ain't yours. So what are you talking about? And so we spent most of that entire game arguing back and forth. I'm like, buddy, I ain't got time for you crying. He's like, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm like, you doing a whole lot of crying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for this. You know, so in short story, we ended up losing. Yeah, we could have won, but we ended up losing most of the game because dude just didn't want to get off Spider-Man. And the worst part is he swears up and down because he felt like he was quote 14-7, but yet he only had like 7 final hits. I'm, I'm just. I mean, if it's necessary, yeah. Yeah, and the thing, and I tell people like, look, even if I'm having a bad game, if I need to switch, I will switch. I'm letting people know like, hey, look, if I'm not doing my best as DPS, I'm gonna switch, you know, or if somebody wants to heal or whatever, because sometimes I feel like, man, if you're 3 stacking on healing, that's some you know, that's some boot no, that's some boosie ish, you know. Like I said, we shouldn't have to triple heal. You know, everyone should be able to do what their jobs is. You want to be DPS, you gotta play it out, man. Because sometimes they ain't always triple stack on healing ain't always gonna work out for everybody. You know, or tanking. Sometimes not everybody wants a solo tank, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want a solo tank either. You know, you gotta help. You got, like I said, you gotta learn this to relinquish the ego. Yeah, relinquish the ego, and work as one. You know, and that's something a lot of people are missing. So, but and the funny thing about that match was that the Squirrel Girl on our team was the one sucking because she was 7-14, but she was smart enough to shut up and let us bicker like a bunch of kids. You know, so what does that tell you? You know, and like I said, I would easily anybody, but the thing is, any one of us could have called out the Squirrel Girl for basically not, doing her job, but because Spider-Man got in his feelings and wanted to complain, I wasn't paying attention to him. I didn't notice. But I mean, hey, it was all good, ha ha ha. These trees fed on the blood of innocent. No, because Girl knows she was sucking. She was sucking balls, so she knew to shut up. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna shut. The ghosts discovered the Juboko tree. I mean, I don't know. They admit that they suck. It was more or less, like, hey, these guys are, this guy really getting at this Spider-Man. Maybe it's best I don't, I don't say nothing. Type stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much it. You know. But. Oh. Well, I don't know how much healing is gonna get love because a lot of them are getting banned. A lot of people talk about, oh, we're gonna ban 6 healers. We're gonna ban on because, like, man, look, it's gonna be harder for me to play Gambit nowadays because Gambit got nerfed heavily, and he's still getting banned. So it's like, man, I couldn't play healer if I wanted. I mean, I could play healer with C and D, but then it's gonna be like, well, shoot, people are already gonna know either ban Cloak, C and Dagger, or what's gonna happen is that they're going to somebody else is gonna pick Cloak and Dagger. So I can't heal like I'm an all arounder. It makes me no difference. I can play what the situation needs of me. Okay, I don't need to wow. Okay, note this. Yeah, they nerf. Student Snow ain't never getting nerfed. If anything, she just got a brand new team up with White Fox. So yeah, she ain't getting nerfed anytime soon. I think she's one of the only few healers that I've seen that never been nerfed and never been touched. I think you can well, nah, I think might be both. I mean, you can honestly say well, honestly, like I say, you can honestly say, I don't know if Invisible Woman has ever been touched or nerfed. Um, I don't know if Loki's ever been nerfed or touched. I know Mantis got touched one time. You know, I know she used to have like 20 rounds. Now I think she only has 16. So yeah, I think Mantis got. I mean, I think, but at the same time, I also think she also got gotten a buff as well. So I could be wrong. Um, I mean, all fairness, I mean, the way how certain characters are designed, I mean, they're not being those allegations. They're not being those allegations.
One ghost remained.
You know, so I mean, it's hard to say. Plus, just the skins also doesn't, yeah, it doesn't help as much. Yeah, I mean, I remember, but what they is, mm, mm, right. Drop my damn phone.
I've cut it down. The Juboko trees
Yeah.
infesting this village were destroyed, but there was still more to find. Move.
Alright, I mean, trust me, go ahead, like say, before I get on before I start talking my ish, go ahead, what else is on your mind before I start?
Villagers had been caged, awaiting their grim fate as the Juboko tree's next meal.
Well, hold on. Like I said, like, I can't shouldn't be texting while I'm gaming at the same time. No, I'm texting. But alright, here's what I can say. Well, first and foremost, I get you and say everybody who's joined me last stream when I was playing Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. I appreciate you from coming on through, or those who watched the past streams. Thank you again. You know, I hope to see you on this one or afterwards once it uploads. You know, like I said, you know, I appreciate the
The
love.
ghosts freed the villagers
You know what I'm saying?
before the
I usually
Juboko trees
don't
could feast
ask
on their blood.
people to
But there
like,
was
comment,
still
or
more
subscribe because, you know, it is what it is for me. But if you do, I definitely appreciate it. You know, obviously I'm doing something right if you decide to spend a couple of hours of your time listening to me and my friends ramble and rant about some stuff. Maybe you feel the same way we do, you know. So, boy, like I said, I like to hope everyone had a good weekend or doing well. 'Cause it's been quite a week for me. I'll say that much, man. But you know what I'm sick and tired of? What annoys me is that every time we, as just consumers or as people,
Only one
dang it,
ghost
every
remained.
time I decide we get on, like I said, you know, you get on Betty Crockett's internet, you know, Betty White's internet, whatever you want to say. You go on here and you express how you feel about a certain product or certain things, and when you express it in a, you know, respectful and a thorough manner, you got shills, you got fanboys, and you just got a lot of fuck boys out here just man, best way I can say. They feel like they got to defend the industry, you know, or you got people who don't have an opinion that for some reason they just gotta get on and just say, oh, this sucks because of this sucks because of that. How you like this, or you like that, you know? And I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, like, why does it matter why we feel the way we do about a certain product? You know, why you care? And I tell you one more time, look, if you like, let's say, certain things about a game, or you like certain things about, you know, wrestling or anything anime related or whatever, hey, more power to you. You know, you're gonna like what you like. But when I say that, hey, I like this certain particular anime, or I like this show more than I like that show, all of a sudden I'm a fanboy. I'm a AEW fanboy. If I think AEW had a better show than WWE, I'm a
Once free,
AEW
the
mark.
villagers pleaded with the ghosts.
What kind of
Their
fuck shit
families
is
had
that?
been taken elsewhere to satisfy
How the
the
hell you
hunger
gonna
games of
tell
the
me
Juboko trees.
that I'm a fanboy because I think AEW had a better
The
show
slaughter of
than
innocents angered the ghosts,
WWE?
strengthening their desire for vengeance.
But yet when I say, yeah, you say trying to censor. But yet when I
Armed
say,
with
oh,
light,
WWE had
the
a, you
ghosts
know,
found the
a
villagers
decent
hiding in
show, better
fear from
show
the
than
story's
AEW,
followers and the
all of a
Juboko
sudden I'm
trees.
a WWE
The
shell.
ghosts were determined to
You
avenge
know?
their suffering and free their village.
Something you're dead.
It's just like say you got. He's like, bruh, they got nothing better to do in their life and sit here and talk and get on other people about how they like. Like I said, for example, these One Piece. Oh, I'm gonna get on the One Piece. These fake. I call them fake Piece fans. in a second. But I swear, only in wrestling, only in the world of wrestling, in the IWC, you get shitted on for having an opinion on things. You know, I'm not allowed to enjoy a AEW product because it's nothing but outlaw, wrestling, but on a new brand show. You don't understand what Triple H is doing in mindset. Or when I say that Triple H ain't doing all that well, or the booking is questionable because I'm not excited for WrestleMania. Oh, well, see, here you go. Here comes a Tony Khan fanboy. He's sucking the AE cock, all the elite cock. Like, bitch, you for real? So when I say I don't, this is what it is. It is, and you can only guess what it is. It's always Twitter. Only Twitter. It's always these motherfuckers that got some shit. Always got some shit to say about another person, and they like some, and you're like, and it's like, and I want to ask people too. But what is it about WWE? What is it about WrestlePalooza that you thought was better than whatever AEW had going on for it? I can't remember if it was all in or Revolution, or I forget what show it was. But I asked people, well, what show? What was about that show that you say that you liked? No, you can't say, or you can't say with a straight face, because you're not about to sit here and tell me, oh, the John Cena and Brock Lesnar match. Oh, that was a really great match. Like I know you lying to yourself. You lying your ass off. You really thought that John Cena and Brock Lesnar match was a great match. You can sit there and lie to me and say that, oh, everything else about WrestlePalooza was really great. It was good and all. You just don't understand, the mindset. Like, no. The only good thing you can honestly say about that show was seeing AJ Lee back in the wrestling ring. That's the only good thing you can honestly say about that Hort show. Alright. Let's, I gotta tell people, man, like, sometimes it's okay to stop the cap. It's okay to say that, you know what, that WWE show was not all that great. Okay, Daddy H, yeah, Daddy H ain't gonna take away your subscription. He ain't gonna raise the price of the tickets higher than it already is. And another thing too that bugs me. Why are these tickets so damn high? You expect me to pay this much amount of money for a mid-tier show? Like bruh, these shows are two types of ass to where ESPN had to stop doing their ratings for the WWE shows because they kept on rating them the ratings that they deserve. WWE apparently got so mad about it, they was like, oh, can you not go that hard on us? I mean, you want to, like, how you... It's only WWE, they market themselves as a sports entertainment, product. But there's nothing entertaining about your product.
The ghosts dealt a devastating blow to the spider's ambitions.
Alright, as I said, only WWE, like, you call yourself sports entertainment, but there's nothing been entertaining about your show outside of the CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, whoever they got going on. I can't honestly name you 5 other matches that's happening in WrestleMania right now. If it's not Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, also I think Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. What other matches are there that's going to be happening that I can honestly be excited about? Like, come on now, y'all. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 here, because there's this. Not only the fact that this is the first time I've seen that WrestleMania as having 2 this is the second year that they're hosting WrestleMania in the exact same venue from last year that I can think of, but the prices of it is even more ridiculous than the next. And I'm supposed to get excited. You want me to pay like over $1,000 something dollars? Hmm. So that's why I said that's why it pays to have alternative, you know, taste. Like I said, it some I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, if you can stomach TNA, sometimes they have their best shows, sometimes they have their misses. You know, I said, yeah, I'm saying NXT, but people swear up and down NXT ain't a good show or whatever. I mean, like maybe it's just not your cup of tea, and I get it. Like I said, wrestling is a subjective show. Okay, you're gonna like what you like. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. And guess what? Do I need to see Roman Reigns main event? Check this out. This is gonna be the 11th time Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania. This will be Roman's 11th time main eventing WrestleMania. How like this man has as much crap John Cena has gotten over the years of how he was booked and how he was a top guy for as long as he was. He's only made according to sources, he's only main evented WrestleMania 6 times. So when he's yeah, so uh, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know, because it's just like Roman, and let's not pretend like honestly, you can tell some people has revisionist histories about some things. Let's not sit here and act like Roman Reigns' time every time he's main event in WrestleMania was a good thing. Nah, we're not gonna sit here and forget all the time. Like before the Tribal Chief, everybody was shitting on Roman. All right, this man was getting booed. Yeah, the big dog. The Roman Empire, wherever they were trying to book. This man was getting he was getting dogged at every arena he was in. Okay, and yeah, and I said it plenty of times. It was half of it is not his fault. After that goes to Vince because he was not booking him the way he should have been. He should have been booked. You know, they try to make him feel like Cena, and it just was not working. It also did help that Roman had to develop more of a moveset, more of an in ring kind of ability as well. Because when you're wrestling people like AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, um, who else who he was wrestling? I mean, oh god, I don't even want to say Brock Lesnar, but it's like when you got a lot of good wrestlers, like say Finn Balor, when he was used to be pushed seriously. When you wrestling other people that has good charisma and our in-ring workers, it's going to be harder for him to really show that he can work. So I'm not going to put all that on him, but let's not sit here and act like those WrestleMania matches, they were all the end-all, be-all. Like, I'm tired, but I'm sick and tired of people overrating that WrestleMania match between him, the first one between him and Brock Lesnar. Like, that match was not good. The only thing good about that match, the only thing that was good happened with that match was Seth Rollins came in and cashed in. Okay? Because nobody already didn't was not sure they wanted to see Roman as the champion yet or so. But if Who knows how? mm, Who knows how it would have went down if Seth didn't cash in? You know, and then let's be honest, them Brock Lesnar matches were ass. All of those Brock Lesnar matches was ass. The only one that you said was decent or enough was good was the last one they had. It was the last man standing match at SummerSlam, and that actually because it had no real stipulations. It allowed them to actually, you know, actually just go in there, and actually have a fight. You think you really you look back at those WrestleMania matches and what other matches Roman had with Brock, and you tell me, man, I will actually go back and look at that match. That's a match that you will show somebody. This kid say, hey, this is why I enjoy wrestling. I ain't never heard nobody say, you know why I enjoy wrestling? I enjoy it because of that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania. I don't know, WrestleMania 34 or WrestleMania 31. I ain't never heard nobody say that. Yeah, exactly. But you know what else I hear people say? They go back, they show them that match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They'll show that Stone Cold and The Rock match, pick whatever WrestleMania you want, 17, 19, excuse me, maybe 15. You know, yeah. I said you look at any the Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match, whatever one you want. 24, I think 24 or 25. Instant classics. Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. You want modern ones? You can say CM Punk, John Cena, AJ Styles, all three. For Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, any Kurt Angle match. Yep, there you go. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Oh, this is why I watch because it's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar." You can say, "Oh, they probably might show you. They will show you the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes match at WrestleMania 40." But that's the only Roman Reigns match I can honestly say people will really show. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Roman and Punk they're gonna find some way to tear the roof off. You know they're gonna steal the show hopefully. But it's just like outside of Cody and Randy, yeah, because I don't think they really built any other matches. At least not the ones I care about. Because again, okay, we might get Finn Balor versus Dominic. If they were smart, they would put Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, okay? Alright, we got Rhea Ripley versus Jade, okay? I mean, depends on how you feel about that, because that's another thing, too. This is like Rhea's, what, or 6 year, or this is what, this is another thing, too. Like, this is what, let's see now, I'm trying to think. This is Rhea's sixth time wrestling, yeah, WrestleMania wrestling for the championship. 6 years in a row. And now you, mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like you got one of the best wrestlers in your company. EO ain't gonna be doing nothing except, you know what we're gonna have EO doing? She's gonna be serving as backup to help Rhea against Mia Yim and B-Fab. Since they joined Jade. So that's what I'm gonna do. So instead of, and like I said, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But instead of having the match we should have had between Io and Asuka at WrestleMania, Io will probably either be in a stupid women's battle royal on a pre-show, or she's gonna help Rhea fend off against the baddies. Or who knows what their name's gonna be? Who knows? And let's see what other and another one too is like, I mean, Liv Morgan and Stephanie Verker, but it's just like, yeah, that's a match like you don't really care about. And I like Liv Morgan. I like Stephanie Verker. She's a good wrestler. But again, they're not giving you anything to care about. So outside of those, okay, but here's the real kick though. So that's all right. So those are only 4 matches. Okay, the 4 matches I made were all championship matches. Okay, and then if you include Dominic and Finn, if you honestly care about that match or not, what else is the is the tag team championships going to be on the line? I don't know. Are we going to see R-Truth and Damian Priest defend their new one titles at WrestleMania? I don't know. I would honestly be surprised. I did it. I would honestly be surprised if that were to happen. I don't see it. I don't like. I know I have a hard time thinking that's gonna happen, but that I would definitely be shocked. But again, you know, are you honestly gonna care?
The Spider stationed his most loyal followers at his last remaining stronghold.
That's why I say like, there's no excitement because again, WB got people trying to pay, basically sell off their houses just for some basic tickets, just for basic seats, not even the good seats.
Shot.
Yeah.
Think I saw something. Run over there.
Yeah, you just overpriced these all hell, and then the shows doesn't really. There's no build up. You don't really get you don't get too excited about the shows. I mean, because of AEW, I think mostly, their issues is just about who they're gonna have in the main event slot, because I think I'm trying to remember who. I think I think Adam Page just won the title again. You have yeah, I think MJF is still the champion. I think. Then Ronda Rousey made her a sudden appearance in AEW. Yay. I don't. More like sandpaper. I mean, that's honestly that's how I felt about her even in UFC. She was just as bland as sandpaper. It was just everyone else tried to build her up. Because she got another fight coming up. She got a fight coming up between Gina Carano. So I don't know how much she's going to do in the ring. And on top of that, I think Toni Storm might be out for a while. Yeah, so it's like, damn.
One of the Spider's deadliest followers awaited the
I mean, she's just basically been, hanging around Tony for a while, so it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I like me some Candy, but she's really good. She's good. I want her to do more than just basically just be there to shake her, just to shake her her, her melons. Oh no, there he held them. Shit. Hey, let them come back, you know. Ah, dang it. Let them come back to the DC area. Yeah, or Baltimore. Yeah, let them come to the area, and me and sure Kyle's gonna be there. Oh, I'm definitely gonna give me a ticket. I'm definitely gonna show my support. Yeah. Yeah, and again, like I said, it's affordable. It's affordable. Nah. If it don't clearly show with the games, I don't know what to tell you.
Taking out the spider's strongholds would weaken his control over the land and thin his forces. The spider's
Honestly, like I said, if they decide to do another Fight Forever game again, they just gotta, you know, see what the problems that the people had with the game and built around it. You know, do the polar opposite of what the problem was. Build on what people enjoyed about the game, and you just build on that. If they do that, yeah, if they do that, then I think Fight Forever version 2 can be successful. Yeah, but speaking of gaming, man, I don't know what Namco is doing, because the only Namco can find a way to screw something up that it. Okay, best way I could. All right, how to start this conversation? I'm pretty sure you know, Tekken 5's Dark Resurrection port. They released it on the PlayStation stores. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was the PSP version. You know, some people wanted it to be the PS3 version, which was the online edition. That it included it allowed you to play online, but it just didn't have the it didn't have the story mode. Yeah, which honestly I wouldn't think it would be a problem. You know, because like I said, it didn't matter to me, because like I said, I don't mind if it was the PSP version or, you know, Xbox version, as long as we get in the game. You know, I'm cool with it. But the problem when they gave us the PSP version, and instead of, you know, them just adding more stuff to it, you know, or giving us the actual PSP version of the game, what they did, they took away the network mode on it. Basically, network mode was a mode where you can play with your friends either locally, if both you and your friend have, you know, two PSPs, and you have to, you know, sync. So there's no way to play this game with other people. You don't even have there's no way to share play it, because if you were there earlier, I was trying to share play with my brother, which I figured a way how to. I'm thinking maybe you have to unlock it through certain trials or whatever. None. And I'm looking at Namco, I'm like, how do y'all mess this up? I swear, only y'all can find a way. Like, only Namco can find a way to go 2 for 3. Cause y'all they were doing decent with Soul Calibur 3. Yeah, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Soul Calibur 3. Boom. No problems. But for some reason, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, they decided to release this port with no way to play this game with other
Enemy
friends,
reinforcements poured over the wall.
and it sucks. Yeah, and, you know, and this is what I speculate. The reason why they did like this was because they know people already are heated about season 3 of Tekken 8. So instead of people, not even a PSV version, not even a good version, not even a good port of it, because the PSP had network mode. They didn't include, they didn't have it in this.
With each stronghold defeated,
So
the spider
they knew what the time was. They knew people was gonna leave, because people already talk about leaving Tekken 8. You know, so they was going to, focus playing Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Probably stream it, try to get some people to join in, maybe host some tournaments, one way or another. But yeah, no, you can't do it. They knew what was up. They knew what they were doing. They made it to where people was going to play that game, so they made it to where you can't play it. You can't play multiplayer. Yeah, you can't play it amongst friends. Because I ain't never seen a fighting game that you have to I ain't never seen a fighting game that didn't have versus mode. That's crazy.
Only a single ghost remains.
Yeah, like honestly, this is the best thing you do. Stop giving them your money. You know. Or they come out with your little favorite character. Excuse me. Don't play it. Just say screw them. Because clearly they don't care about you. Like, just stop giving, don't give them no money. You know? At least I stopped giving EA money. I can't speak for everyone else, but I did. I mean, like I said, that's why I'm disappointed, because I was really looking forward to playing Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, and to see it come out the way it did, I'm disappointed. Yeah. I'm just glad that I still have a PlayStation 5. I mean PlayStation 2. My bad.
The spider was cultivating a ghost.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I say I'm glad I still got my copy of Tekken 5, and I still have PlayStation 2, so I'm gonna be gaming on that. Speak for yourself. I'm still my youth. Like that.
One ghost remained. A ghost fell.
Yeah.
one ghost remains.
You know, that's what I said, man. It's good to keep them older consoles, man. Cause they still hold value, man. Because nowadays games either they come out half-assed.
The ghost
Yeah,
crouches
or
down
you just have post nut clarity. Yep.
weaken his grip on the land. They readied for the final hunt to bring vengeance to the spider.
Nah, even indie games, no, they be half-assed. I mean, sometimes. I mean, like I said, even like I said, just like this. Indie games, I equate them to certain indie wrestlers and indie promotions. Yes, you will have sometimes you have a lot of fun playing, watching an indie show that you would a WWE show, but even certain indie wrestling indie shows is the reason why like you will despise some of them too. They be doing some stupid shit as well, that would annoy you. Yeah, yeah, that or I'm sorry, go ahead. That or like I said, the whole Invisible Man, the Invisible Grenade, no wrestling dolls. It's the same thing with indie games. You know, sometimes they like there are some good ones. There are some good ones that be shockingly good, and there are some that's just like, yeah, I'm a pass. No, yeah, I'm good on that one. So everyone gets hate equally. Now, You know, like I said, it doesn't matter what on the gaming side. It doesn't matter if you're a ball and gun gamer. You're matter if you're a wand and sword gamer. That all you other play are soul games and nothing else. Doesn't matter if you like to play strategy games that look like they're the same games from the 2000s with no real graphics or design evolution. It don't matter if fucking everyone just get hates equally, you know. Or if you're an anime gamer that likes to play the same damn anime game over and over again, that's with a different title. It's it's just like I said, we gotta break the cycles. All right, like that. That's the only way I can. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Everyone gets hate, like I'm saying. You gotta break out of it. Like you gotta break out of that battle arena battle, stench. Like I said, show some love to some of these other animated games. Like I said, like a Digimon game. Like I said, I might not play Digimon like that, but I heard it's really good. I'm like, okay, show some love to that game. Show some love to a lot of these other games. Tales of Berseria, or I don't know how you feel about Code Vein, or I forgot the other. It was another like animated kind of like game I can't think of, but yeah. Yeah, it kind of do because it had some hype, but then once that game came out, nobody was talking about it. Which sucked because I really wanted it to be good. I wanted to succeed. I wanted to really do well, but I mean, sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. Yeah, and then a lot of the content was kind of bare boned. I mean, like you said, when I get a chance to, I'll show. It's like I will show you. I'll show you it all stream, man. Like I said, I will share play. I'm gonna share it to you off stream. That's a fun. I swear, RCDC they make some of the funniest memes. I swear. Like you tell someone you want to play this game, I'm gonna play this game off stream, and never touch that shit ever again. That's how I feel about Dark Resurrection. Yeah, I'm gonna play it off stream. Oh, but speaking. Hmm. No, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I was. I'll tell you guys why. Because you don't want to keep playing the same story mode, the exact same thing over and over again. That's why. It'd be like that because, like I said again, unless you really certain skill, you're not gonna get the what ifs. You know, because you know how hard, long it took me to get that whole what if future Trunks joined them in that tournament of power crap. It was like I was doing everything I was supposed to do in order to beat Gohan at a certain time, but no matter what, I will still get the ending of him just leaving, and I would never get that what if storyline. It was the exact same thing in the beginning with Goku. You fighting Raditz. In order for you to get the what if for that one, you had to beat Raditz at a certain amount of time while still having some sort of amount of health. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, some of the what ifs were good. Like I said, I enjoyed certain what if storylines. You know, one of them being if Vegeta was actually a good father to Trunks. Lol. But I'm saying it's just like you'll never get that, but you will never get a chance to experience it because you're gonna get tired of playing Sparking Zero's story modes because you did it with the other characters. You know. But yes, but speaking of anime, no, on the anime side, bro, I'm tired. I'm so tired of these fake piece fans. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of these fake piece fans. The ones that complain about the live action, the ones that ain't got no real like reason to actual critiques about them. I'm just tired of y'all just crying, bitching, complaining, just finding anything to just cry about. You're not even crying in a good way. I'm tired of it. And like I said, season two was good. Okay, for once I actually got Netflix just so I can watch season two of One Piece, and I enjoyed it. Okay, but of course, Twitter. That's why I say, man, if you ever feeling good, you want to know how you continue to feel good. Stay off Twitter. Stay off of Twitter. Because nothing ever good comes from it unless you want to get a funny shit post. Yeah, yeah, I mean pretty much because you got people's already crying about why Brooke was black. I'm like, bitch, you for real? Like, yeah, no, but this is the thing. It's not even One Piece fans. It's the fake Piece fans. These are the fans who don't got no real critique. You ain't got no real nothing to really complain about. They just saying dumb shit just to say it, cause they got nothing else better to do on their time. These are the same people that cry because first they thought, let's be honest, like I said, why is it? That's another thing too. I gotta ask some people why every time they see a dark skinned actor or actress portraying a character, you automatically think they're black. Like seriously, the first time they saw Vivi, and the actress portraying Vivi, they always said, see, DI, we got a black. They made Vivi black, and all that. First of all, she's not African. Okay, she's South Asian. Okay, Indian. Okay, and two, she hails from a country that is known to be in a desert country. How many white people that there's going to be in a desert country where nothing when they're limited on water? You don't think there's going to be a lot of brown skinned people in Alabasta? Even so, who cares what's her ethnicity? As long as she brings the character to life, she does a banger job. If what I've seen so far, she's doing a pretty good job. Who cares? If you're really that concerned about your precious character that you ain't never said was like that character, like I ain't never heard, like I don't know, I ain't gonna say I ain't never heard anybody say Vivi is their top 10 is their favorite character ever. I'm not gonna say that, but I ain't never said so. You know what, man? They ruined my favorite character. Vivi's one of my favorite characters ever. You know, I ain't never heard nobody put her in their top 10. I don't know, maybe she is, maybe she's not, but if you're that concerned, guess what? You still have the anime. You still have the manga. You can still, if you're really concerned about Alabasta, you can just watch. You can watch them or read them. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're still gonna get. You're still gonna be able to enjoy your precious One Piece. All right. And then, like I said, bruh, you wanna know how much losers these people are? These are weird losers. Somebody decided to Photoshop the actress who's playing Nami, I think Emily Rudd. She was already a beautiful woman, beautiful actress, beautiful woman. All right, the one scene where they're going through, I believe, the Grand Line, and the weather keeps changing, and we see her with the top on. Somebody decided to Photoshop her with long hair and enhanced, breast. I, I'm just like, y'all are fucking weird. This is how I know you if you're fake fans. One, first of all, she didn't have the long hair until after the time skip. And if you really want to get down to it, in the original arts, in the beginnings of One Piece, her chest wasn't all that big to begin with. It wasn't all that completely big. So y'all, not only you fake, but you're weird. You're so fixated on it. No, bro. The last time they seen a vagina was when they were born. You were weird. They are weird. Stop being weird, dude. Y'all so fixated. They are so fixated on no. They fixated on a fictional character. Which I bet you half these people. Or go to the strip club. If you want to see some fake enhancements, go to your local strip club or something. That's what I'm saying. That's what annoys me. Like y'all are fake. You're weird, and then you have the nerve to try to argue with the creator. You trying to be mad, and he has the final say of what goes on in the live action. Bruh, it's something I gotta go back. I want to give credit to the guy. He said it best. They're just while Oda is creating, they're just spectating. That's bars. Y'all spectating greatness while he's over there creating greatness. What's up? I never got a chance to play any other One Piece games. I wanted to play Pirate Warriors 4, but I just never got around to buying it. Okay, what kind of game is that? Oh, like a single player game. Okay, but I'm just saying, yo, these fools, they are weird. These guys are weirdos. How are you trying to? Yeah, honestly so. Because I'm like, yo, wouldn't you want people to experience what you enjoyed for so long? Don't you? Wouldn't you want newer fans to come in and and enjoy it? So how are you gatekeeping? Or how are you gonna cry and whine about something that ain't even all? It's honestly ain't all that deep about. We got more intrusive shit that's happening in the world of what's going on, and here you are getting upset because of actresses, you know, breasts. It isn't up to your see shit. Honestly, I mean, for I've seen, they've been proving the haters mad. I say, hey, keep making them mad. Keep, yep. That's all I say. Hey, make them mad. Make them haters mad because guess what? While they're over there, yeah. That's what I say. Hey, make them mad. Make them mad. Make them mad. Keep making the haters mad because while they, like I said, while they spectating and getting pissy about stuff, he's over there creating. All I gotta say is this: there's a difference if you actually had a actual critique, or you actually have something that that like if you actually had actual issues that you want to address. But if you're just there crying about about a person's look or a person's features, then you are a weirdo, dude. You have nothing to really critique.
It must be hard making a living among cutthroats.
And I tell them all the time, like I
Always on your
said,
guard,
look, you're
unsure
gonna
who to
if
trust.
you like the live action, that's cool.
Up
If you
ahead.
don't,
Bodies
that's
in the water.
fine.
Only raiders.
I'm not.
Loaded.
Yeah. You got the
I can make out the
anime,
bullet hole.
you have the
No other
manga,
signs of a fight.
you have two other options
Mad Goro
to
didn't kill them
enjoy
here.
Must have happened
which
further up the river.
of One Piece.
Let's go.
Like I said, for me, like I said,
Was your life
I'm enjoying the
different
live
in
action.
the south?
Okay,
I was always
I
on the
can go
move,
back to
fighting
the
for whoever would help me.
anime whenever I want
But
to.
you served the Lord.
I might not be
Part of the
currently
plan.
reading the manga, but I kind of know a little bit what's going on.
Why do you care?
Would be nice to know you weren't alone for 16 years.
I was never more alone than among the samurai.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Only raiders.
Oh no, yeah. And we actually got a good one, yes. We got a good adaptation.
Corpses. Matt Goro's been busy. We'll deal with the raiders and see if he left behind any clues to follow.
Hold on. We should be tactical about this. Come up with a plan.
The plan is we go in quiet. Pick them off one by one.
That's what I'm saying, man. We
You
finally
can't sneak up on that many only
we
raiders.
finally got
Come on, for every man
a
like the
good
without alerting
adaptation of an anime, especially a show.
you. If that's all you can afford,
I
All
mean,
I'm willing to give.
just don't cheat and give away our position.
Or
Uh,
your ego will
uh,
do this for me.
that's what I'm saying, man. How can we be upset about, finally getting a great adaptation that we have never had for so long? You know, that's why I said. That's why I say, I can honestly, yeah. What's on sale?
10 mon.
Okay, $10 ain't too bad. But like I said, I can honestly, like I said, I can honestly call that's why I say I call them fake Peace fans. I can honestly call them idiots, cause that's what they are. They are
Best interest to count in your head.
they are all idiots, because only in the anime, like I said, it's just anime, but wrestling, gaming in general. You find the littlest, yeah, all these things we like and we enjoy, but you get so upset about. You Out of all the things like we could be getting upset about are things we could be addressing.
It was a good effort.
And like I said, I could honestly call them idiots. You know, it's just like, look, can we just enjoy, like I said, if you don't like, or just, yeah, like I said, if you honestly have actual critique, it's understandable. But if you just find any little thing to complain about, I just feel sorry. Yeah, a criticism, yeah, something like that. That I can honestly understand. Yeah, but this right here, yeah,
That's the last of them.
Time to pay up.
You still alerted them. Now, let's take a look at those corpses.
so, you know, that's why I honestly, I don't pay attention to all that stuff, you know. I try not to, because like I said, there's just no point of arguing with these idiots. 'Cause I can honestly, like, because you got no real
More
criticism.
victims of Matt Goro.
You're, like I said, idiots.
Victim is a strong word.
Especially the stupidest things. So that's why I just like, man,
They were
I just
shot
shake my
from
head and I just continue scrolling.
from that cliff. We should check for a camp.
Use your spyglass to see if it's worth the climb.
Tired, samurai?
Yeah, I say I just close my ears, to that
I see
idiot.
smoke. Shit.
Are you hurt?
No, I just hate when a
Uh.
bounty finds me first.
But like I said, what can you do?
Distract him with your bow while I sneak up that
Like I said,
cliff.
that's like,
You're going up there?
We need him
yeah,
alive.
just
They
like I
can't
say,
catch
ignore
him
the
down here.
idiots. Yeah. But oh, but yeah, though, let's just say, hey, let's say, no, quick shout out tribute to the late and great Chuck Norris.
I have some in my pack. Come down. I'll make you
Yeah, it's a shame.
But I think I'll just shoot you.
fair enough.
He's running! Get back here!
Yeah. Regardless of how people felt about him on the political side,
Come on,
you
boy.
know, I mean, I didn't know too much about his policy. Me neither. I didn't care, you know, cause like I said, he wasn't like a lot of celebrities that were kissing whoever's ass. I know him,
Bombs at me, but not at Shiragi.
yeah, and he did give out some good advices as well. I
didn't need you for the Oni.
yeah, like I said, I know him for his.
Need him alive to reach the Oni.
For the Walker Texas Ranger. And you know what? As a show, yes. As a show, I
Mad Goro's
enjoy.
voice. He must have gone in there.
Okay, because
You likely abandoned it for the high ground.
I don't think yeah,
Find cover!
yeah, I don't think I never watched Delta Force.
Can't see through the smoke.
Move forward, carefully.
Use your bow. Distract him so I can get close.
Yeah,
That worked so well before.
He's got nowhere to run this time.
yeah,
We meet again.
And you brought more arrows. This is familiar.
Like an old song.
yeah, man.
Except
I mean, like I said, between this show, because like I said, man, my grandma, she like one of the few main shows she watched was, especially on a Saturday night, is Touched by an Angel and Walker Texas Ranger. Because I remember Touched by an Angel came on before Walker. And man, like I said, those were the shows,
with those strong
and
It's over, Goro.
I enjoyed it.
I prefer
You know.
a friend.
So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like
Me yet.
I didn't, you know, I never watched, because I did. You know, so yeah. I gotta say thank you for the memories, Chuck. Yeah,
There's still fire in me yet.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, man.
What is
Thank you for the
A
memories.
mask of a wanted man.
Chuck. Yeah. Him too, man. Like I said. Like our childhood. I mean, Buffy was a decent show. I mean, I was more of a Angel guy anyway, but I still liked it whenever it came on. Get your ass.
Wait. You have a mask of your own. Oh, you.
Sniff me again, and I'll cut off your
Yeah.
nose.
Okay, hold on. Nope. I'll get your money. But yeah, but other news. Did you watch the Spider-Man's brand new day trailer?
Not so cocky now, are you, Goro?
You hit hard for a ghost.
Hands behind your back. And stop talking.
So, this is the infamous Mad Goro. And our other prize, Leonie's musket. I don't know which one is more distasteful.
Time to meet your master.
What a boring, straightforward approach. Especially considering what I can offer Clan Matsumai.
Yes, yes, we heard all about your rash.
I was referring to information. I know how the Oni Raiders operate. Their numbers, where they keep their prisoners of war. Did you think we burned them
Yeah.
all?
Like I
It only
said,
makes
I got
me
some
look
hope
like
for
a
this shit
supposed
for the
person.
movie. Like I
But
said,
you
at least we're
samurai,
getting Punisher,
so strong.
Doctor Banner. So
How many?
I'm hoping that it does well.
Dozen, maybe more.
But I think it might
Possibly.
also be a build up to
Between you.
Doomsday.
Something about your Matsumai really gets under the Oni's skin. I think you make him long for his glory days. When he was a
Me
smooth
either,
skinned
but I'm
hero.
hoping
Not unlike a son.
something. I mean, we're not getting Kang the Conqueror, so
I need to bring him in for questioning.
This was always your plan. All that bullshit about getting to know me?
Men's lives are at stake.
Of course, you'd choose your clan over me.
I'm not choosing anyone, Atsu. Give me a few days, and I promise,
yeah.
Goro and the musket are yours.
So
We can both get what we want,
I thought we wanted the same thing. The Oni dead.
and he will be in a couple of days.
right. Honestly,
24 hours.
same thing
And I'm
to
taking
Sonic 4,
No
which we have more or less a
Even me,
teaser.
dear brother.
So
And stop me.
hey, but
I'll meet you near the Oni's castle.
yeah, her sister, yeah. I mean, I don't see Amy singing, but hey, I mean they done so far so good with the choices for the act the voices for the characters. So I mean, I'm sure she's gonna do it. Yeah, so I'm sure she'll do a banger job. So I got my hopes.
Salmon. I hope Jubei keeps his word.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just, like I said, hope for the best. But yeah, well, like I said, people, honestly, I Mm. I said what I wanted to say mostly about what's going on. So tell me, Buddha, any final thoughts before I end the stream? Yeah, you. Any final thoughts? Yeah. Let's hope so. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully, if I do decide to stream Rivals, it doesn't, God, doesn't give me more gray hairs than I already have. All right, then, peoples. Like I said, if you did, tune in, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, just let it, like just two dudes just venting about get stuff, gaming, anime, wrestling, and all the other stuff. So I don't know when the next time I'll probably stream again, but um it'll probably be again this week coming up. I don't know which day, so just keep an eye out. And if you can, like I said, if you enjoy, sure, no, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to, like I said, I do this for fun and to vent. It's better than this than going outside, cracking somebody's jaw. I hope I don't get I hope I don't get demonetized. Yeah, and I hope oh god, I hope I don't get demonetized for that. All right then, well, y'all take it easy now. Peace.